Are you prepared for what is coming this weekend? Because over 120 million Americans are about to face a weather system so powerful it could rewrite the record books. Temperatures 40 degrees above average in some locations, 2 feet of wet snow forecast for others, and severe thunderstorms in February. Yes, you heard that right. February, drop your location in the comments right now because I am about to give you the exact timing for when this system hits your area, the specific hour, the specific impacts, and most importantly, what you need to do to prepare. But first, here is something that's going to shock you. Right now, as I am speaking to you on this Monday, February 9th, 2026, Dallas, Texas is hitting 77 degrees. That is not a typo. 77 degrees in February. Oklahoma City reached 75. And Tulsa, also 75 degrees. These aren't just warm temperatures for February. These are temperatures you'd expect in late April or early May. And at 30 seconds in, I am giving you your first reward. If you are in Nashville, Tennessee, get ready for 73 degrees tomorrow. That's going to feel absolutely incredible after the Arctic blasts you've been dealing with. Columbia, South Carolina, you are looking at 70 degrees. Montgomery, Alabama, 76 degrees. Shreveport, Louisiana, also 76. But here's the trap, and this is critical. That warmth is setting up the most dangerous weather pattern we've seen in weeks. Because when you get temperatures 40 degrees above average crashing into Arctic air masses, something has to give. And what gives is usually violent weather. Let me paint the picture of what's developing. A mid-latitude cyclone. That is, meteorologists speak for a massive low-pressure system that is going to track from Texas all the way to the Atlantic Ocean. And depending on where you live, you are going to see completely different impacts from the same storm. So comment your city below, because I'm about to break down over 100 locations across America and tell you exactly what time this storm arrives in your area. Let me start with the timing for major cities in Texas. Houston, Texas. Light rain begins Friday evening around 6 p.m. Heavier rain moves in Saturday morning between 8 a.m. and noon. The system exits your area Sunday by 2 a.m. Total rainfall, 2 to 3 inches. No severe weather expected for Houston proper, but areas north of you need to pay attention. Dallas-Fort Worth. This is where it gets interesting. Showers begin Friday night around 10 p.m., but Saturday afternoon between 2 p.m. and 6 p.m., that is your window for potential severe thunderstorms. We re-talking possible large hail, damaging winds up to 60 miles per hour, and isolated tornado potential. The system moves out Sunday morning by 8 a.m. Total rainfall, 3 to 4 inches. Austin, Texas. Rain arrives Friday evening around 7 p.m. Steady rain Saturday, heaviest between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Severe weather possible Saturday afternoon. System exits late Saturday night. Rainfall totals 2 to 3 inches. San Antonio, Texas. Similar timeline to Austin. Rain begins Friday evening. Peak intensity Saturday midday through afternoon. Watch for thunderstorms Saturday between noon and 6 p.m. System clears out by midnight Saturday. Now let us jump to Oklahoma because you are in a critical zone. Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. This is ground zero for the severe weather potential. Rain begins Friday evening around 8 p.m. But Saturday, particularly between noon and 8 p.m., this is your severe weather window. Large hail possible, damaging winds likely. Tornadoes cannot be ruled out. This is February, but we have all the ingredients for a significant severe weather event. The storm fuel, the wind shear, the instability, total rainfall 3 to 5 inches. The system finally moves east of you by Sunday 6 a.m. Tulsa, Oklahoma. Very similar to Oklahoma City. Friday evening rain, Saturday afternoon into evening, that's your severe weather window. 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. Saturday, stay weather aware. Have multiple ways to receive warnings. Total rainfall, 2 to 4 inches. Arkansas, you next in line. Little Rock, Arkansas. Rain arrives Saturday morning around 4 a.m. Steady rain all day Saturday. Severe weather possible Saturday afternoon between 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. Heavy rainfall is the main concern here. We re-looking at 3 to 5 inches, possibly 6 inches in isolated areas. This is going to be the most significant rain event you've seen in weeks. The system moves out Sunday morning around 9 a.m. Fort Smith, Arkansas. Similar timing. Rain begins Saturday early morning. Heaviest rain Saturday afternoon. Severe weather possible Saturday evening. System exits Sunday morning. Now here is something shocking. In South Dakota and North Dakota next week, temperatures could spike to 40 degrees above average. 40 degrees. That means locations that should be near zero could be touching 40 degrees Fahrenheit. That's a heat wave in February in North Dakota. But that extreme warmth is also fuel for this storm system. Let me continue with Louisiana, New Orleans, Louisiana. Rain arrives Saturday morning around 6 a.m. Thunderstorms likely Saturday afternoon and evening between 1 p.m. and 10 p.m. Some could be severe with heavy rain, frequent lightning, gusty winds. The severe weather threat is real here. Total rainfall 2 to 4 inches. System moves offshore Sunday morning by 7 a.m. Baton Rouge, Louisiana, nearly identical to New Orleans. Saturday morning rain. Saturday afternoon and evening thunderstorms. Watch for severe weather between 2 p.m. and 9 p.m. Saturday. Rainfall 3 to 4 inches. Shreveport, Louisiana. You worry on the northern edge of the rain. Friday night light rain begins around 11 p.m. Saturday brings steadier rain with possible thunderstorms afternoon into evening. System exits early Sunday. Rainfall 2 to 3 inches. Mississippi, let's talk about your forecast. Jackson, Mississippi. Rain begins Saturday early morning around 5 a.m. Heavy rain likely Saturday with embedded thunderstorms. Severe weather possible Saturday afternoon between 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. This is a flooding concern. 3 to 5 inches of rain possible, maybe more in heavier thunderstorms. System clears out Sunday morning by 8 a.m. Gulfport, Biloxi, Mississippi. Coastal areas see rain Saturday morning starting around 7 a.m. Strong thunderstorms possible Saturday afternoon and evening. Gusty winds even in non-severe storms. Rainfall 2 to 4 inches. System moves offshore Sunday morning. Tupelo, Mississippi. Rain arrives Saturday morning around 6 a.m. Steadiest rain Saturday afternoon. Possible severe weather Saturday between 3 p.m. and 9 p.m. Rainfall 3 to 4 inches. System exits Sunday morning. Now we need to talk about Alabama because you're in a unique position. Birmingham, Alabama. Rain begins Saturday morning around 7 a.m. Heavy rain Saturday with thunderstorms developing afternoon into evening. Severe weather window is Saturday between 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. The main threats are damaging winds and heavy rainfall. 3 to 4 inches of rain expected. System moves out late Saturday night into early Sunday. Montgomery, Alabama, similar to Birmingham. Saturday morning rain arrival around 6 a.m. Thunderstorms likely Saturday afternoon. Severe weather possible between 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. Rainfall 3 to 5 inches. System exits late Saturday night. Mobile, Alabama. Coastal Alabama sees rain Saturday morning around 8 a.m. Thunderstorms likely Saturday afternoon and evening. Some storms could be severe between 2 p.m. and 9 p.m. Saturday. Strong winds possible. Rainfall 2 to 4 inches. System moves offshore Sunday morning. Huntsville, Alabama. Northern Alabama. You're in an interesting spot. Rain Saturday morning. But if temperatures drop fast enough Saturday night into Sunday, you could see a change to snow or ice Sunday morning. This is still uncertain, but it is possible. Rainfall totals 2 to 3 inches before any changeover. Here's your 5-minute promise being delivered. Tennessee, I am giving you detailed timing right now. Nashville, Tennessee. First, enjoy that 73-degree weather Tuesday, but then rain arrives Saturday morning between 5 a.m. and 7 a.m. Steady rain all day Saturday. The severe weather threat is lower here than areas to your south, but still possible Saturday afternoon. Heavy rain is the main concern, 3 to 4 inches possible. The system moves out Sunday morning. If temperatures crash fast enough Sunday, you might see snow mix in Sunday morning in higher elevations south of the city, but that is still uncertain. Memphis, Tennessee. Rain begins Saturday morning around 3 a.m. Heaviest rain Saturday midday through afternoon. Possible severe weather Saturday between noon and 6 p.m. This is a heavy rain event. 4 to 5 inches possible, maybe more. Flash flooding cannot be ruled out. System moves east of you Sunday morning by 9 a.m. Knoxville, Tennessee. Eastern Tennessee, your situation is unique. Rain Saturday starting around 8 a.m. But Saturday night into Sunday, if cold air arrives fast enough, you could transition to snow, especially in the Smoky Mountains. The timing is critical and still somewhat uncertain. Rainfall 2 to 3 inches before any potential changeover. Chattanooga, Tennessee. Rain Saturday morning around 7 a.m. Heavy rain Saturday. If severe weather develops, your window is Saturday afternoon between 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. Rainfall 3 to 4 inches. Possible snow or ice Sunday morning in higher elevations is still being monitored. Kentucky, you've been hammered by winter. Let's see what's coming. Louisville, Kentucky. Rain begins Saturday morning around 5 a.m. All-day rain Saturday. This could transition to a rain-snow mix Saturday night into Sunday morning as colder air wraps around. Rainfall 2 to 3 inches before any changeover. The changeover timing is still uncertain. Could happen late Saturday night or early Sunday morning. Lexington, Kentucky. Similar to Louisville. Saturday morning rain. Possible transition to mix or snow Saturday night or Sunday. This is still days away and details will become clearer. Let me give you something you need to know right now. Schools are still closed across portions of Kentucky, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, Ohio, and New York from previous winter storms. That list is going to get shorter this week as warmth surges in. But this weekend S-storm could bring more closures depending on the track. Let's continue to the Carolinas. Charlotte, North Carolina. Rain Saturday morning around 9 a.m. Heavy rain Saturday afternoon and evening. Rainfall 2 to 4 inches. The question is whether cold air arrives fast enough Sunday to cause any wintry mix in the mountains west of you. That's still being determined. Raleigh, North Carolina. Rain Saturday morning around 10 a.m. Steady rain all day Saturday. Heaviest Saturday afternoon. Rainfall 2 to 3 inches. System moves offshore Sunday morning. The coastal areas could see this develop into a coastal low Sunday, which would bring strong winds. Wilmington, North Carolina. Coastal North Carolina sees rain Saturday late morning around 11 a.m. Rain continues into Saturday night. Sunday, this could intensify as a coastal low develops offshore. Strong winds possible Sunday. Rainfall 2 to 4 inches. Asheville, North Carolina. Western North Carolina mountains. This is critical. Rain Saturday morning around 8 a.m. But Saturday night into Sunday, this could transition to snow or ice. We could be looking at significant icing in the mountains if this happens. The models are still working this out, but it's a real possibility. Greenville, Spartanburg, South Carolina. Rain Saturday around 9 a.m. Heavy rain Saturday afternoon. Rainfall 2 to 4 inches. Possible wintry mix in higher elevations Sunday morning. Columbia, South Carolina. Rain Saturday morning around 10 a.m. All-day rain Saturday with heaviest in the afternoon. Rainfall 2 to 3 inches. System moves offshore Sunday morning. Charleston, South Carolina. Coastal South Carolina sees rain Saturday late morning around 11 a.m. Rain continues Saturday night. Watch for possible coastal development Sunday with strong winds. Rainfall 2 to 4 inches. Georgia, here's your detailed breakdown. Atlanta, Georgia. Rain begins Saturday morning around 8 a.m. Heavy rain likely Saturday afternoon and evening. Possible thunderstorms Saturday between noon and 8 p.m. Some could be strong. Rainfall 3 to 4 inches. System exits late Saturday night into early Sunday. Macon, Georgia. Rain Saturday morning around 9 a.m. Thunderstorms possible Saturday afternoon. Rainfall 2 to 4 inches. System clears Sunday morning. Savannah, Georgia. Coastal Georgia sees rain Saturday late morning around 10:30 a.m. Rain continues Saturday night. Possible coastal intensification Sunday. Rainfall 2 to 3 inches. Augusta, Georgia. Rain Saturday morning around 9 a.m. Steady rain all day. Rainfall 2 to 3 inches. System moves out Sunday morning. Now here's a critical point. Florida, you are not immune. Jacksonville, Florida. Rain Saturday around 11 a.m. Thunderstorms likely Saturday afternoon and evening. Some could be strong. Rainfall 1 to 3 inches. System moves offshore late Saturday night. Tallahassee, Florida. Rain Saturday morning around 9 a.m. Thunderstorms possible Saturday afternoon. Rainfall 2 to 3 inches. System clears Saturday night. Pensacola, Florida. Panhandle, Florida sees rain Saturday morning around 8 a.m. Thunderstorms likely Saturday afternoon. Some could be severe between 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. Rainfall 2 to 4 inches. System exits Saturday night. Tampa, Florida. You are on the southern fringe. Scattered showers possible Saturday afternoon and evening. Rainfall generally under 1 inch. Not a major event for Tampa. Miami, Florida. South Florida largely misses this system. Just some clouds Saturday. No significant rain expected. Let's move north now because the story changes dramatically. Virginia, you are in a transition zone. Richmond, Virginia, rain Saturday evening around 6 p.m. Heavy rain Saturday night into Sunday. This is when it gets interesting. Sunday morning, if cold air arrives fast enough, this could transition to snow. Still too early for specifics, but it is possible. Rainfall 1 to 3 inches before any changeover. Norfolk, Virginia Beach. Coastal Virginia sees rain Saturday evening around 7 p.m. Heavy rain Saturday night. Sunday, this could develop into a coastal storm with strong winds. Rain continues into Sunday morning. Rainfall 2 to 4 inches. Roanoke, Virginia. Western Virginia, rain Saturday evening. Possible transition to snow Sunday morning. Higher elevations could see accumulating snow Sunday. This is still being refined by the models. Now, West Virginia. UV dealt with so much winter already. Charleston, West Virginia. Rain Saturday afternoon around 4 p.m. Heavy rain Saturday evening into Saturday night. Transition to snow, possible Sunday morning. How much snow depends on the exact track and timing. This is still several days out. Morgantown, West Virginia. Rain Saturday afternoon. Possible transition to snow Saturday night into Sunday. Northern West Virginia could see accumulating snow if this happens. Here is the thing most people don't understand. The difference between rain and snow often comes down to 50 miles in storm track and 2 or 3 degrees in temperature. That is why these forecasts update. Washington, D.C. Rain Saturday evening around 6 p.m. Heavy rain Saturday night into Sunday morning. There's a possibility this transitions to snow Sunday morning, especially north and west of the city. The timing is critical and still being determined. Rainfall 1 to 3 inches before any potential changeover. Baltimore, Maryland, very similar to D.C. Rain Saturday evening, heavy rain Saturday night. Possible transition to snow Sunday morning. Details still uncertain. Pennsylvania, this is where snow potential increases significantly. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, rain Saturday evening around 7 p.m. Heavy rain Saturday night. Sunday morning transition to snow becomes more likely. How much snow is still uncertain, but accumulations are possible, especially north and west of the city. This is still evolving. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, western Pennsylvania, rain Saturday afternoon around 5 p.m. Transition to snow. Saturday night into Sunday becomes increasingly likely. Snow could be heavy at times Sunday. Potential for several inches, but specific amounts still uncertain. Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Central Pennsylvania sees rain Saturday evening. Transition to snow likely Saturday night into Sunday. This could be a significant snow event for Harrisburg. We re-monitoring closely. Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. Northeastern Pennsylvania. Rain Saturday evening. But the transition to snow Saturday night into Sunday is highly likely. This area has a 50 to 60% chance of seeing accumulating snow. Could be measuring in inches. Specific amounts still being determined. Allentown, Pennsylvania, similar to Scranton, rain to snow transition Saturday night into Sunday. Snow likely Sunday. Potential for accumulating snow. Erie, Pennsylvania. Northwestern Pennsylvania near the lake, rain Saturday afternoon. Transition to snow Saturday night. Lake effect could enhance snowfall Sunday and Monday. This could be significant. New Jersey is in the transition zone as well. Newark, New Jersey. Rain Saturday evening around 7 p.m. Heavy rain Saturday night. Possible transition to snow Sunday morning. The exact changeover timing is still uncertain. Trenton, New Jersey. Rain Saturday evening. Transition to snow more likely here than coastal areas. Sunday morning snow possible with accumulations. Atlantic City, New Jersey. Coastal New Jersey stays mostly rain. Rain Saturday evening through Sunday morning. Strong winds possible Sunday as coastal low develops. Rainfall 1 to 3 inches. New York, the Empire State sees everything. New York City. Rain Saturday evening around 7 p.m. Heavy rain Saturday night into Sunday. The possibility of a changeover to snow Sunday morning exists, especially in northern suburbs. Coastal areas likely stay rain. This could become a major coastal storm Sunday with strong winds and coastal flooding concerns. Rainfall 1 to 3 inches. Albany, New York. Northern New York, rain Saturday evening. Transition to snow Saturday night into Sunday is likely. Sunday could bring significant snow, several inches possible. This is one of the areas to watch closely. Syracuse, New York. Central New York sees rain Saturday evening. Transition to snow Saturday night. Sunday brings snow, potentially heavy. Lake effect could enhance totals Sunday night into Monday. Accumulations likely. Buffalo, New York. Western New York near the lakes. Rain Saturday afternoon. Transition to snow Saturday night. Sunday brings snow. Lake effect enhancement possible. Several inches of accumulation likely. Rochester, New York. Similar to Buffalo, rain to snow transition Saturday night. Sunday snow, potentially significant with lake enhancement. Binghamton, New York. Southern tier sees rain Saturday evening. Transition to snow likely Saturday night into Sunday. Accumulating snow expected Sunday. Here's what most weather forecasters want to tell you. The model guidance has been all over the place with this storm. The European model shows a massive nor'easter developing Sunday night into Monday with 2 feet of wet snow for interior New England. The American GFS model shows a much weaker system. The Canadian model shows something in between. Connecticut is watching closely. Hartford, Connecticut. Rain Saturday evening around 8 p.m. Transition to snow becomes likely Sunday morning. Sunday could bring heavy wet snow. Several inches possible. This is being monitored closely. New Haven, Connecticut. Coastal Connecticut sees rain Saturday evening. Possible transition to snow Sunday morning, but coastal areas might stay rain longer. Interior areas more likely to see accumulating snow. Bridgeport, Connecticut. Similar to New Haven. Mostly rain event, but snow possible Sunday morning inland. Rhode Island is small, but one to be spared. Providence, Rhode Island. Rain Saturday evening around 8 p.m. Possible transition to snow Sunday morning. If this happens, heavy wet snow possible. Accumulations likely if changeover occurs. This is still being determined. Massachusetts, you are in the bullseye for potential heavy snow. Boston, Massachusetts. Rain Saturday evening around 8 p.m. Heavy rain Saturday night. Sunday morning, this is when the big question gets answered. Does this transition to snow? If it does, we could be looking at significant snowfall. Some models show heavy wet snow Sunday into Monday. We re-talking potential for 6 inches or more if the stars align. This is still days away and models disagree. Worcester, Massachusetts. Inland Massachusetts rain Saturday evening. Transition to snow Sunday morning is more likely than coastal areas. If this happens, heavy snow possible Sunday. Could be measuring in inches. Springfield, Massachusetts. Western Massachusetts sees rain Saturday evening. Transition to snow likely Sunday morning. Accumulating snow expected, several inches possible. Cape Cod and the islands. Mostly a rain event. Rain Saturday evening through Sunday. Strong winds possible Sunday. Coastal flooding concerns. Rainfall 1 to 3 inches. Vermont, you've seen plenty of winter already. Burlington, Vermont. Rain Saturday evening. Transition to snow Saturday night into Sunday likely. Sunday brings snow, potentially heavy. Several inches of accumulation expected. This could be a significant event. Montpelier, Vermont. Similar to Burlington. Rain to snow transition Saturday night. Accumulating snow Sunday. Could be significant. New Hampshire is also watching. Manchester, New Hampshire. Rain Saturday evening around 8 p.m. Transition to snow Sunday morning likely. Heavy snow possible Sunday. Accumulations expected. Several inches possible. Concord, New Hampshire. Similar to Manchester. Rain to snow transition Sunday morning. Accumulating snow Sunday. Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Coastal areas might stay rain longer. Rain Saturday evening through Sunday morning. Possible transition to snow Sunday, but less likely than inland areas. Maine rounds out New England. Portland, Maine. Rain Saturday evening around 9 p.m. Transition to snow Sunday morning likely. Snow continues Sunday. Several inches of accumulation possible. This could be significant for southern Maine. Bangor, Maine. Rain Saturday evening. Transition to snow Saturday night into Sunday. Sunday brings snow. Accumulations likely. Several inches possible. Augusta, Maine. Similar to Bangor. Rain to snow transition Saturday night into Sunday. Accumulating snow expected. Now let us jump back to the Midwest because you are dealing with different issues. Chicago, Illinois. You are actually in a relatively quiet zone with this system. Light rain possible Saturday into Saturday night. No significant weather expected. The storm tracks south of you. Rainfall under ½ an inch. Springfield, Illinois. Light rain Saturday. No significant impacts. Rainfall under 1 inch. St. Louis, Missouri. Light rain Friday night into Saturday. Some heavier rain possible Saturday. Rainfall 1 to 2 inches. No severe weather expected for the metro area, but areas south need to watch for thunderstorms. Kansas City, Missouri. Rain Friday night into Saturday morning. Rainfall 1 to 2 inches. No major impacts expected for the metro. Wichita, Kansas. You are on the northern fringe of the severe weather risk. Rain Friday night into Saturday. Possible thunderstorms Saturday afternoon. Rainfall 1 to 2 inches. Indianapolis, Indiana. Light rain Saturday into Saturday night. No major impacts. Rainfall under 1 inch. Cincinnati, Ohio. Rain Saturday afternoon into Saturday night, heavier rain possible. Rainfall 1 to 2 inches, possible transition to mix or snow Sunday morning is still being evaluated. Columbus, Ohio, rain Saturday afternoon into Saturday night. Possible transition to mix or snow Sunday morning. This is still uncertain. Cleveland, Ohio, rain Saturday evening. Possible transition to snow Saturday night into Sunday. Lake effect could enhance any snow Sunday night into Monday. This is being watched. Toledo, Ohio, similar to Cleveland. Rain to possible snow Saturday night. Lake enhancement possible. Detroit, Michigan, rain Saturday evening. Possible transition to snow Saturday night into Sunday. Accumulations possible if transition occurs. Grand Rapids, Michigan, rain Saturday evening. Transition to snow more likely here than Detroit. Sunday could bring accumulating snow. Let me tell you something critical. Before this weekend storm even arrives, you've got a clipper system coming through Tuesday into Wednesday for the Northeast. This clipper brings 1 to 4 inches of snow from western New York through New England Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. Albany could see 2 to 4 inches. Boston around 2 to 4 inches. Portland, Maine, 2 to 4 inches. Vermont and New Hampshire mountains could see 4 to 6 inches. This is a nuisance system, not a blockbuster, but it impacts your Wednesday morning commute. Then lake effect snow machines turn on after the clipper passes. If you read downwind of the lakes, you could see additional accumulations. Now Des Moines, Iowa. You are in a quiet zone for this weekend storm, maybe some light rain Saturday. No significant impacts. Omaha, Nebraska, very light rain possible Friday night. No major impacts. Milwaukee, Wisconsin, light rain Saturday evening, possible transition to snow Saturday night. This is still uncertain. Madison, Wisconsin, similar to Milwaukee, light rain to possible snow Saturday night. Green Bay, Wisconsin, rain Saturday evening, possible transition to snow. Lake effect enhancement possible Sunday and Monday. Minneapolis, St. Paul, Minnesota. You largely missed this system. Maybe some light precipitation Saturday. No major impacts expected. Duluth, Minnesota. Far northern Minnesota sees little impact from this system. Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Here where it gets interesting for you. Next week, not this weekend, but next week around February 16th, temperatures could spike to 40 degrees above average. We are talking potential for temperatures in the 40s when you should be near zero. That's unprecedented warmth for mid-February, Rapid City, South Dakota. Same story. Extreme warmth possible next week. This is the setup for future storm systems. Fargo, North Dakota. Extreme warmth possible next week. Temperatures potentially 40 degrees above average around February 16th. Bismarck, North Dakota. This could feel like a heat wave. In February. In North Dakota. Temperatures potentially in the upper 30s or low 40s when normal highs are around 20. Montana, you are dealing with mountain snow. Billings, Montana. Snow possible this week as systems move through the Rockies. Several inches possible in the mountains. Valley locations see less. Great Falls, Montana. Similar to Billings. Mountain snow likely this week. Valleys see less accumulation. Missoula, Montana. Western Montana sees snow this week. Several inches possible in mountains. Wyoming gets mountain snow too. Cheyenne, Wyoming. Snow likely this week. Several inches possible. This is normal for February in Wyoming. Casper, Wyoming. Snow this week. Mountain locations could see significant accumulation. Colorado, you are in an active pattern. Denver, Colorado. Snow possible Tuesday through Wednesday. The foothills and mountains see the most. Denver Metro could see 2 to 4 inches. Then another system possible late week. The Rockies are going to stay active. Colorado Springs, Colorado. Similar to Denver. Snow Tuesday into Wednesday. 2 to 4 inches possible. Higher amounts in the mountains west of you. Grand Junction, Colorado. Western Slope sees snow this week. Several inches possible in higher elevations. Utah is also active. Salt Lake City, Utah. Snow likely this week. The Wasatch Range could see significant accumulation. Valley locations see less, but still several inches possible. Provo, Utah. Similar to Salt Lake. Snow this week. Mountains see the most. New Mexico sees some action. Albuquerque, New Mexico. Snow possible in the mountains this week. Valley locations might see rain mixing with snow. Accumulations light in the city, heavier in mountains. Santa Fe, New Mexico. Higher elevation means more snow. Several inches possible this week. Arizona, even you see some winter. Flagstaff, Arizona. Snow likely this week. Several inches possible. This is normal for Flagstaff in winter. Phoenix, Arizona. Valley sees rain this week. Mountains north of Phoenix see snow. No snow in the valley itself. Nevada rounds out the Rockies. Reno, Nevada. Snow possible this week, especially in the Sierra Nevada. Several inches likely in the mountains. Valley sees less. Las Vegas, Nevada. Rain possible this week. Mountains see snow. No snow in the valley. Now the West Coast has its own story. An atmospheric river is targeting California, San Francisco, California. Rain arrives Tuesday. Heavy rain Wednesday. Rainfall 1 to 3 inches. Thunderstorm risk Wednesday between San Francisco and Bakersfield. This is the start of a wet pattern for California, Sacramento, California. Rain Tuesday and Wednesday, heavy at times. Rainfall 1 to 2 inches. Sierra Nevada sees significant snow, Los Angeles, California. Rain arrives Wednesday. Rainfall 1 to 2 inches. Mountains see snow above 6,000 feet. San Diego, California. Rain Wednesday into Thursday. Rainfall around 1 inch, lighter than areas to the north. Fresno, California. Rain Tuesday and Wednesday. Rainfall 1 to 2 inches. Sierra foothills see rain mixing with snow. Bakersfield, California. Rain Wednesday. Possible thunderstorms Wednesday afternoon. Rainfall 1 to 2 inches. And California, this is just the beginning. Multiple atmospheric rivers are lined up to hit you through the rest of February. Get ready for an active pattern. This is going to be wet. Portland, Oregon. Rain this week. Multiple systems bring rain. Rainfall totals 1 to 3 inches over the next 7 days. Cascade snow heavy, Seattle, Washington. Rain this week. Several systems. Rainfall 1 to 3 inches. Cascades see heavy snow. Mountain passes difficult. Spokane, Washington. Rain and snow mix this week. Eastern Washington sees less than the coast but still active. Boise, Idaho. Snow possible in the mountains this week. Valley sees rain mixing with snow at times. Here's what you need to understand. This weekend, S storm system, the Valentine's Day system, is unlike anything we've seen in weeks. Multiple impacts, multiple hazards, from severe thunderstorms in the south to heavy snow in the northeast to flooding rain in between. The European model wants to develop this into a massive nor'easter Monday into Tuesday next week with 2 feet of wet snow for interior New England. That S Vermont, New Hampshire, western Massachusetts, interior Maine. 2 feet of heavy wet snow that would snap tree branches and cause power outages, but the GFS model isn't buying it. The GFS takes the storm through the southeast and mid-Atlantic, then weakens it significantly. No big nor'easter. The Canadian model is somewhere in between. It shows a significant storm, but not quite as dramatic as the European. Who's right? We want to know for certain until we get closer. That is why you need to check back daily. The track of this storm will make all the difference between who sees rain and who sees snow. For severe weather, the timing is clearer. Saturday afternoon into Saturday evening from Texas through Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and potentially into Tennessee and Georgia. That S when the atmosphere becomes unstable enough for strong to severe thunderstorms. The main threats are damaging winds, large hail, heavy rainfall leading to flooding, and isolated tornadoes. This is February. We shouldn't be talking about severe weather this time of year, but all the ingredients are coming together. For winter weather, Sunday into Monday becomes the critical time frame for the Northeast. If the European model is right, Sunday night into Monday brings heavy snow from Pennsylvania through New York into New England. The highest snow totals would be interior New England. Places like Albany, New York, Burlington, Vermont, Concord, New Hampshire, Augusta, Maine could see over a foot of snow if this materializes. Coastal areas from Boston to Portland, Maine would see less, but still significant amounts. 6 to 12 inches is possible if this scenario plays out. But remember, this is still 5 to 6 days away. Models can and will change. What won't change is that a significant weather system is coming. The exact impacts are still being refined. For rainfall, this is going to be a widespread soaking. Oklahoma City to Atlanta could see 3 to 5 inches. Some isolated areas could see 6 inches. This is the most significant rainfall many areas have seen in weeks. Flash flooding is a concern, especially in urban areas and areas with poor drainage. Rivers and streams will rise. Some could reach minor flood stage depending on exactly how much rain falls. One thing I want to emphasize, this is not a time to panic. This is a time to prepare. Check your emergency supplies. Make sure you have batteries, flashlights, water, non-perishable food. If you're in a severe weather zone, have multiple ways to receive warnings. A weather radio, your phone, local news. If you are in a potential snow zone, make sure you have what you need before the storm arrives. Bread, milk, eggs, if that's your thing. More importantly, make sure your snowblower works. Make sure you have gas for it. Make sure you have ice melt. For those dealing with potential ice, that is actually more dangerous than snow. Ice brings down power lines and tree branches. It makes roads impossible to drive on. If ice is forecast for your area, plan to stay home. Don't drive unless absolutely necessary. Now let me tell you what happens after this weekend's storm, because the pattern doesn't calm down. Next week, around February 16th through the 20th, a massive warm ridge builds over the central United States. This is the warmth I mentioned earlier, 40 degrees above average in some locations. But that warmth sets up the next storm system, because when you build up that much warm air in one place, it has to go somewhere. And usually when it moves violently. Beyond day 10 of the forecast, the models are hinting at the potential for the cold air currently bottled up in northern Canada to break loose and surge south. We could see another significant winter storm late February. Winter is not over. Not by a long shot. Despite the warmth coming this week, winter is not done with the eastern half of the country. Let me recap the timeline one more time because this is critical. Tuesday through Wednesday. Clipper system brings snow to the northeast. 1 to 4 inches for most. 6 inches possible in higher elevations. Wednesday through Friday. Warmth builds. Record high temperatures possible in many areas. Enjoy this because it doesn't last. Friday evening through Saturday. Rain and thunderstorms spread from Texas eastward. Severe weather possible Saturday afternoon and evening from Oklahoma through the deep south. Saturday night through Sunday. The storm moves into the mid-Atlantic and northeast. Rain for most coastal areas. Snow becomes increasingly likely inland, especially Pennsylvania northward, Sunday into Monday. If the European model is right, major snow event for interior northeast. If it's wrong, just some accumulations. We'll know more in the coming days, Monday through Wednesday next week. Storm exits, lake effect snow possible downwind of the Great Lakes. Beyond that, warmth builds again before the pattern potentially shifts more active late February. Remember, drop your location in the comments. I am reading every single one. If I see a city I haven't covered, I'll respond with your specific forecast. The most important thing you can do right now is stay informed. Just watch this video and forget about the weather. Check back tomorrow. Check back Wednesday. Check back Friday. Because these forecasts will be updated as the models come into better agreement. Weather is not static. It is constantly evolving. What I'm telling you today is the best information available as of Monday, February 9th. By Wednesday, some details will change. By Friday, we'll have much higher confidence in snow amounts and severe weather locations. That's how meteorology works. We narrow down the uncertainty as we get closer to the event. But one thing is certain, this is going to be a significant weather event for a large portion of the United States. Over 120 million people will be impacted in some way by this storm system. Whether that impact is beneficial rain that ends drought conditions, or destructive severe weather, or paralyzing snow, or all of the above for different locations, this is a storm system that will have consequences. So prepare now. Wait until Friday night when everyone else is at the store. Get what you need today, Tuesday at the latest, and most importantly, have a plan. Know what you are going to do if severe weather threatens. Know where you will go if a tornado warning is issued. Know how you will stay warm if power goes out in a snowstorm. These are the things that keep people safe when the weather gets dangerous. Not panic, not fear, but preparation and planning. I want everyone watching this video to come through this storm safely. That's why I am giving you these details. That's why I am telling you the exact timing for your area so you can be ready. Now here's what's coming in my next video. Because this storm system is just the beginning of an active pattern, I am going to break down what happens after this storm, the warmth I mentioned, the potential for another significant storm system late February, and what March might look like because we're only 3 weeks away from March. March is meteorological spring, but that doesn't mean winter is over. Some of the biggest snowstorms in history have happened in March. The blizzard of 1993, the superstorm of 1993. March can bring anything. So make sure you resubscribed. Make sure you have notifications turned on, because I am going to be posting daily updates on this storm system as we get closer to the event. And don't forget, comment your location below. I am going to respond to as many as I can with specific forecasts for your area. This is 45 minutes of the most detailed weather forecast you are going to find anywhere, not just general regions, specific cities, specific timing, specific impacts, because you deserve to know exactly what's coming for your location. Not just the Northeast will see snow, but Albany, New York will see rain Saturday evening, transitioning to snow Sunday morning with accumulations likely. That's the level of detail that helps you actually prepare. So one final time: Houston, Dallas, Oklahoma City, Little Rock, New Orleans, Memphis, Birmingham, Atlanta, Charlotte, Richmond, Washington, D.C., Philadelphia, New York City, Boston, and everywhere in between and beyond. Check your local forecast daily. Be prepared, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video with updates on this developing situation. But wait, because there's so much more you need to know, and I promised you 45 minutes of detailed forecast, so let's keep going. Let me tell you about the science behind what is happening, because when you understand why this is happening, you'll understand why this is so dangerous. Right now, the polar vortex is bottled up in northern Canada. It's sitting there, spinning, keeping all that Arctic air locked up north. But here's what is happening. A massive ridge is building north of Alaska. This ridge is poking up into the Arctic. And what does that do? It allows cold air to funnel south into Canada. That cold air is building day after day. It's accumulating in the Yukon, in British Columbia, in the Northwest Territories, and eventually that air mass has to go somewhere. When it does, we were going to see another significant Arctic outbreak, probably late February, maybe early March. But before that happens, we have this weekend storm. And the reason this storm is so powerful is because of the temperature gradient, the difference between the warm air and the cold air. Let me give you some numbers that are going to shock you. In Brownsville, Texas right now, it's 78 degrees. In International Falls, Minnesota, it's 12 degrees. That's a 66-degree temperature difference across about 1,500 miles. That is massive. When you have that kind of temperature gradient, the atmosphere becomes incredibly unstable. It's like a rubber band stretched to its limit. Something has to snap. And what snaps is the development of powerful storm systems. This is textbook mid-latitude cyclone development. Warm air from the Gulf of Mexico surging north, cold air from Canada wanting to push south, and right along that boundary where warm meets cold, that's where all hell breaks loose. For those of you in Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, you right on that boundary Saturday. That's why the severe weather threat is so high. The warm, moist air from the Gulf collides with the colder air from the north. That collision creates instability. That instability creates thunderstorms. And those thunderstorms can become severe. Let me get even more specific about the severe weather threat because this is important. The Storm Prediction Center hasn't issued outlooks yet because we are still days away. But based on the model data, here's what we are looking at. Saturday afternoon into Saturday evening, we could see what's called a squall line develop. That's a line of thunderstorms that moves rapidly from west to east. These squall lines can produce damaging straight-line winds. We're talking wind gusts of 60 to 70 miles per hour. That's strong enough to snap tree branches, down power lines, and cause widespread power outages. Within that squall line, we could also see rotating supercells. These are individual thunderstorms that have rotation. And rotation means tornado potential. Now, I am not saying we are going to see an outbreak, but isolated tornadoes cannot be ruled out, especially across eastern Oklahoma, Arkansas, northern Louisiana, and Mississippi. The other threat with these storms is heavy rainfall. These storms are going to be moving through an area that has already seen significant rainfall over the past few weeks. The ground is saturated in many locations. When you drop another 3 to 5 inches on saturated ground, you get flash flooding. And flash flooding kills more people than tornadoes because people underestimate it. They try to drive through flooded roads. 6 inches of water can sweep a car off the road. 12 inches of water can carry away most vehicles. Don't drive through flooded roads, ever. For those of you in the severe weather zone, here's what you need to do right now. Today. Not Friday. Today. Check your weather radio, make sure it works, make sure the batteries are fresh. A weather radio is your lifeline when severe weather strikes, especially at night. This storm arrives Saturday evening for many of you. What if the power goes out? Your phone might not work, but a battery-powered weather radio will. Download a weather app if you don't have one. The best ones let you set up alerts for your specific location. When a tornado warning is issued, you'll get an alert on your phone immediately. Know where you're going to shelter. The safest place in a home during a tornado is the lowest level. in an interior room away from windows. A bathroom, a closet, under a stairwell. If you are in a mobile home, you need to leave and go to a sturdy building. Mobile homes are death traps in tornadoes. Have supplies ready. Water, flashlight, battery-powered radio, first aid kit, medications. Keep them in your safe space so you don't have to go looking for them when warnings are issued. Now let's talk about the flooding rain in more detail. Because this isn't just a 1-inch rain event. This is potentially a multi-inch rain event over a short period of time. Let me break down rainfall rates. Light rain is less than 0.1 inches per hour. Moderate rain is 0.1 to 0.3 inches per hour. Heavy rain is anything over 0.3 inches per hour. During Saturday's storm, we could see rainfall rates of half an inch per hour or more in the heaviest thunderstorms. That means in a 2-hour period, you could see 1 inch or more of rain. Over the course of the entire event, that adds up to 3, 4, 5, even 6 inches in some locations. Where does all that water go? In urban areas, it overwhelms storm drains, streets flood, underpasses become impassable. In rural areas, it runs off into creeks and streams. Small creeks can become raging torrents in minutes. I want to focus on a few specific areas that are particularly vulnerable to flooding. The Ozark Mountains of Arkansas. Those steep valleys funnel water quickly. Flash flooding in the Ozarks can be deadly. If you in Harrison, Eureka Springs, Mountain Home, be especially vigilant Saturday. The hill country of Texas around Austin and San Antonio. Again, steep terrain, rapid runoff. Areas that are normally dry can flood in minutes. The Appalachian foothills from Alabama through the Carolinas. Streams and rivers in the mountains respond quickly to heavy rain. The French Broad River, the Nolichucky River, the Hiwassee River, all of these could see rapid rises. Now let's talk about what happens after the rain ends. Because for the Northeast, that S when your storm begins. Sunday morning, if the models are right, we start to see the transition from rain to snow. But this isn't going to be light, fluffy snow. This is going to be heavy, wet snow, the kind that breaks tree branches, the kind that causes power outages. Heavy, wet snow is snow that has a high water content. Normal snow might have a 10-to-1 ratio. 10 inches of snow equals 1 inch of water, but heavy, wet snow can be 5-to-1 or even 3-to-1. 3 inches of snow equals 1 inch of water. That snow is heavy, very heavy. A cubic foot of light, fluffy snow weighs about 7 pounds. A cubic foot of heavy, wet snow can weigh 20 pounds or more. When that piles up on tree branches and power lines, things break. So if you're in the zone where heavy, wet snow is forecast, here is what you need to know. This isn't just a snow event. This is a potential power outage event. Make sure you have a way to heat your home if power goes out. If you have a fireplace, make sure you have firewood. If you have a generator, make sure it works and you have fuel. Never run a generator indoors. Carbon monoxide kills. Have food that doesn't require cooking. Bread, peanut butter, crackers, canned goods that can be eaten cold. Fill up bathtubs and containers with water before the storm. If power goes out, you might lose water pressure. Charge all your devices. Phones, tablets, laptops, battery packs. Charge everything before the storm arrives. And here's something most people don't think about. If you have an electric garage door opener and power goes out, do you know how to manually open your garage door? Figure that out before the storm. Because if you need to leave during or after the storm, you need to be able to get your car out. Let me give you some historical context. Because heavy, wet snowstorms in the Northeast have a history of causing massive problems. October 2011. A freak snowstorm hit the Northeast before trees had lost their leaves. Heavy, wet snow accumulated on trees that still had full foliage. Millions lost power, some for over a week. That storm dropped 2 feet of snow in parts of Connecticut and Massachusetts. March 1993. The storm of the century. Not quite the same setup as what we're looking at, but it brought heavy, wet snow to the Appalachians and power outages that lasted days. The point is, heavy, wet snow is more than just an inconvenience. It's a legitimate threat to infrastructure. Now let us talk about specific snowfall forecasts. Because I know that's what many of you want to hear, keep in mind, these are based on current model data. They will change. But here's what we're looking at right now. The Poconos of Pennsylvania could see 12 to 18 inches of heavy, wet snow Sunday into Monday. The Catskills of New York, 12 to 18 inches possible. The Berkshires of Massachusetts, 10 to 16 inches possible. The Green Mountains of Vermont, 12 to 20 inches in higher elevations. The White Mountains of New Hampshire, 12 to 20 inches possible. Western Maine Mountains, 10 to 16 inches. For valley locations, the amounts are less but still significant. Albany, New York, 6 to 12 inches possible. Burlington, Vermont, 8 to 14 inches possible. Concord, New Hampshire, 6 to 12 inches possible. Portland, Maine, 4 to 8 inches less than interior locations. Boston could see anywhere from 2 inches to 10 inches depending on the exact track. If the storm tracks further east, Boston stays mostly rain. If it tracks further west, Boston sees significant snow. That's the uncertainty we are dealing with. 50 miles in track makes the difference between a rain event and a significant snow event for coastal areas. Syracuse, New York is interesting. Syracuse could see 6 to 10 inches from the main storm, then lake effect adds another 6 to 12 inches Sunday night into Monday. Syracuse could end up with over a foot of total snow. Buffalo, same story. 6 to 10 from the main storm, then lake effect enhancement. Buffalo could see significant accumulations. Now let's talk about lake effect snow because that S often forgotten. After this storm system passes, the winds shift to the northwest. That S, the classic lake effect setup. Cold air blows across the relatively warm waters of the Great Lakes. That air picks up moisture. As it reaches the downwind shore, that moisture falls as snow. Lake effect snow is highly localized. You can have a foot of snow in one location and nothing 5 miles away. It all depends on the wind direction and where the snow bands set up. For Lake Erie, the main snow belts are south of Buffalo and southeast of Cleveland. For Lake Ontario, it's the Tug Hill Plateau east of Lake Ontario and the southern shore near Oswego and Watertown. If you re-in these locations, Monday and Tuesday could bring additional heavy snow on top of what falls Sunday. We could be talking about storm totals of 2 feet or more in the heaviest lake effect bands. Now let me address something I am seeing in the comments. People asking about ice because ice is actually the most dangerous winter weather hazard. Ice storms happen when you have a very specific temperature profile. You need freezing temperatures at the surface but warmer air aloft. Rain falls from the warm layer, passes through the freezing layer, and hits surfaces that are below 32 degrees. It freezes on contact. A 1/4 inch of ice is enough to make roads impassable. 1/2 inch of ice starts breaking tree branches. 3/4 of an inch to an inch of ice causes widespread power outages that can last weeks. The areas most at risk for ice with this storm are the Appalachian Mountains from North Carolina through Virginia and into West Virginia. This is called cold air damming. Cold air gets trapped against the eastern slopes of the mountains. Warmer air moves over the top. And you get that perfect setup for freezing rain. Asheville, North Carolina, Boone, North Carolina, Roanoke, Virginia, Blacksburg, Virginia, Charleston, West Virginia. These areas need to watch for ice Sunday morning. Even a little bit of ice is incredibly dangerous. You cannot drive on ice. You cannot walk on ice. It's like walking on glass. Falls on ice send thousands of people to emergency rooms every year. If ice is forecast for your area, the best advice is simple. Stay home. Don't go anywhere. It's not worth the risk. Now let us talk about the coastal flooding and wind threat, because that's a major concern for coastal areas. When this storm develops offshore Sunday into Monday, it's going to strengthen rapidly. We could be looking at a storm with central pressure dropping to 980 millibars or lower. That's a strong storm. Strong storms mean strong winds. Coastal areas from New Jersey through Maine could see wind gusts of 40 to 60 miles per hour Sunday night into Monday. Those winds will be coming off the ocean. High tide cycles on Sunday night and Monday morning could see significant coastal flooding. Areas that are particularly vulnerable include the Jersey Shore, Long Island, Cape Cod, the New Hampshire coast, and coastal Maine. If you live in a coastal evacuation zone and officials issue evacuation orders, leave. Don't try to ride out a coastal storm. Storm surge combined with large waves can be deadly. Even if you are not in an evacuation zone, be prepared for power outages from the high winds. Coastal areas could see outages that last days if winds are strong enough to damage the power grid. Now let me talk about aviation impacts, because this storm is going to wreak havoc on air travel. Saturday, airports across the South are going to see delays and cancellations due to thunderstorms. Dallas-Fort Worth, Houston, New Orleans, Atlanta, Charlotte. These major hubs are going to have problems Saturday afternoon and evening. Sunday into Monday, it's the northeast turn. Rain changing to snow at Philadelphia, New York, Boston. These airports don't handle snow well to begin with. Add in strong winds and low visibility, and you looking at significant delays and cancellations. If you have travel plans this weekend, especially Sunday or Monday, check your flight status. Better yet, if you can change your plans, do it. This is not a weekend to be flying if you can avoid it. The ripple effects from delays in major hubs affect the entire country. A flight can leave Los Angeles if the plane is stuck in Boston. So even if the weather is fine where you are, your flight could still be canceled. Let me also talk about the economic impacts of a storm like this, because weather affects the economy in ways people don't often consider. Retail sales drop when severe weather keeps people home. Restaurants lose business. Entertainment venues lose business. That impacts workers who depend on hourly wages. Agriculture is affected. Late winter storms can damage early crops. Flooding can delay spring planting. That affects food prices down the line. Transportation is affected. Trucks can deliver goods if roads are impassable. That means empty shelves at stores. That means supply chain disruptions. Energy usage spikes. When temperatures are cold and people are heating their homes, electricity demand goes up. Add in power outages and you have crews working around the clock to restore service. That costs money. Insurance claims from storm damage cost billions. That ultimately affects insurance rates for everyone. The point is, a major weather event isn't just about the weather. It's about everything the weather touches, which is everything. Now let me give you updates on some additional cities I haven't covered yet, because I promised you over 100 locations. Lubbock, Texas. You are on the western edge of the rain shield. Light rain possible Friday night into Saturday. Rainfall under 1 inch. No severe weather expected. Amarillo, Texas. Similar to Lubbock. Light rain possible. No significant impacts. El Paso, Texas. You far enough west that you largely miss this system. Partly cloudy skies, maybe an isolated shower. No significant weather. Corpus Christi, Texas. Coastal Texas sees rain Saturday. Rainfall 1 to 2 inches. Some thunderstorms possible, but severe weather threat is low. Abilene, Texas. Rain Friday night into Saturday. Rainfall 1 to 2 inches. Possible thunderstorms Saturday afternoon, but severe threat is low. Tyler, Texas. East Texas sees rain Friday night into Saturday. Rainfall 2 to 3 inches. Thunderstorms likely Saturday afternoon. Some could be strong. Beaumont, Texas. Coastal rain Saturday. Rainfall 2 to 3 inches. Thunderstorms possible. Severe weather threat is low but can be ruled out. Lafayette, Louisiana. South central Louisiana sees rain Saturday morning into afternoon. Thunderstorms likely. Some could be severe Saturday afternoon between 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. Rainfall 2 to 4 inches. Lake Charles, Louisiana. Southwest Louisiana sees rain Saturday morning. Thunderstorms likely Saturday afternoon and evening. Severe weather possible. Rainfall 2 to 3 inches. Monroe, Louisiana. Northern Louisiana sees rain Friday night into Saturday. Thunderstorms possible Saturday. Rainfall 2 to 3 inches. Alexandria, Louisiana. Central Louisiana sees rain Saturday morning. Thunderstorms likely Saturday afternoon. Rainfall 2 to 3 inches. Hattiesburg, Mississippi. South Mississippi sees rain Saturday morning into afternoon. Thunderstorms likely. Some could be severe Saturday afternoon. Rainfall 3 to 4 inches. Meridian, Mississippi. East Central Mississippi sees rain Saturday morning. Thunderstorms likely Saturday afternoon. Rainfall 2 to 4 inches. Vicksburg, Mississippi. Western Mississippi along the river sees rain Saturday morning. Heavy rain likely. Flooding concern. Rainfall 3 to 5 inches. Greenville, Mississippi. Delta region sees rain Saturday morning. Heavy rain and flooding concern. Rainfall 3 to 5 inches possible. Florence, Alabama. Northwest Alabama sees rain Saturday morning. Heavy rain likely. Possible severe weather Saturday afternoon. Rainfall 3 to 4 inches. Tuscaloosa, Alabama. West Central Alabama sees rain Saturday morning into afternoon. Thunderstorms likely. Some could be severe. Rainfall 3 to 4 inches. Dothan, Alabama. Southeast Alabama sees rain Saturday late morning. Thunderstorms likely Saturday afternoon. Possible severe weather. Rainfall 2 to 4 inches. Anniston, Alabama. Northeast Alabama sees rain Saturday morning. Heavy rain likely. Possible transition to mix Sunday morning in higher elevations nearby. Rainfall 2 to 3 inches. Columbus, Georgia. West Georgia sees rain Saturday morning. Thunderstorms likely Saturday afternoon. Rainfall 3 to 4 inches. Albany, Georgia. Southwest Georgia sees rain Saturday morning into afternoon. Thunderstorms possible. Rainfall 2 to 3 inches. Brunswick, Georgia. Coastal Georgia sees rain Saturday late morning. Rain continues Saturday night. Possible coastal impacts Sunday. Rainfall 2 to 3 inches, Valdosta, Georgia. South Georgia sees rain Saturday morning into afternoon. Thunderstorms possible. Rainfall 2 to 3 inches, Gainesville, Florida. North Central Florida sees scattered showers Saturday afternoon. Rainfall under 2 inches, not a major event. Ocala, Florida. Central Florida sees scattered showers Saturday afternoon. Rainfall under 1 inch. Daytona Beach, Florida. East Coast Florida sees some showers Saturday. Rainfall under 1 inch, not significant. Fort Myers, Florida. Southwest Florida largely misses this system. Just some clouds, maybe an isolated shower. No significant rain. Naples, Florida. Similar to Fort Myers. Mostly cloudy skies. No significant rain. West Palm Beach, Florida. Southeast Florida sees some clouds Saturday. Maybe an isolated shower. No significant rain expected. Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Similar to West Palm Beach. Mostly cloudy. No significant rain. Key West, Florida. The Keys miss this system entirely. Partly cloudy skies, no rain expected. Orlando, Florida. Central Florida sees scattered showers Saturday afternoon. Rainfall under 1 inch, no significant impacts. Lakeland, Florida. Similar to Orlando. Scattered showers possible. Rainfall under 1 inch. Gainesville, Georgia. North Georgia sees rain Saturday morning. Heavy rain likely. Rainfall 3 to 4 inches. Rome, Georgia. Northwest Georgia sees rain Saturday morning, heavy rain and possible thunderstorms. Rainfall 2 to 4 inches, Warner Robins, Georgia. Central Georgia sees rain Saturday morning into afternoon, thunderstorms possible. Rainfall 2 to 3 inches, Greenville, South Carolina. Upstate South Carolina sees rain Saturday morning, heavy rain likely Saturday afternoon. Possible wintry mix Sunday morning in mountains to the west. Rainfall 2 to 4 inches. Florence, South Carolina. Northeast South Carolina sees rain Saturday late morning. Steady rain Saturday afternoon. Rainfall 2 to 3 inches. Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Coastal South Carolina sees rain Saturday late morning into Saturday night. Possible coastal impacts Sunday. Rainfall 2 to 3 inches. Hilton Head, South Carolina. Southern coastal South Carolina sees rain Saturday. Rainfall 2 to 3 inches. Possible coastal impacts Sunday. Rock Hill, South Carolina. North Central South Carolina sees rain Saturday morning. Heavy rain Saturday afternoon. Rainfall 2 to 3 inches. Fayetteville, North Carolina. Central North Carolina sees rain Saturday morning into afternoon. Heavy rain likely. Rainfall 2 to 3 inches. System moves offshore Saturday night. Durham, North Carolina. Similar to Fayetteville. Rain Saturday morning into afternoon. Rainfall 2 to 3 inches. Greensboro, North Carolina. North Central North Carolina sees rain Saturday morning. Heavy rain Saturday afternoon. Rainfall 2 to 3 inches. Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Similar to Greensboro. Rain Saturday morning into afternoon. Rainfall 2 to 3 inches. High Point, North Carolina. Same as Greensboro and Winston-Salem. Rain Saturday. Rainfall 2 to 3 inches. Hickory, North Carolina. Western North Carolina foothills see rain Saturday morning. Possible transition to mix or snow Sunday morning. This is being watched closely. Rainfall 1 to 3 inches before any changeover. Boone, North Carolina. High country sees rain Saturday morning. Transition to ice and snow likely Saturday night into Sunday. This could be significant icing. Dangerous conditions expected. Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Similar to Durham. Rain Saturday morning into afternoon. Rainfall 2 to 3 inches. Outer Banks, North Carolina. Coastal areas see rain Saturday afternoon into Saturday night. Strong winds possible Sunday as coastal low develops. Rainfall 1 to 3 inches. Coastal flooding possible. Virginia Beach, Virginia. Coastal Virginia sees rain Saturday evening into Sunday morning. Strong winds possible Sunday. Coastal flooding concern. Rainfall 2 to 4 inches. Lynchburg, Virginia. Central Virginia sees rain Saturday evening. Heavy rain Saturday night. Possible transition to mix or snow Sunday morning. Rainfall 1 to 3 inches before any changeover. Charlottesville, Virginia. Similar to Lynchburg. Rain Saturday evening. Possible transition to snow Sunday morning. Rainfall 1 to 2 inches before potential changeover. Blacksburg, Virginia. Southwest Virginia mountains see rain Saturday evening. Transition to ice and snow likely Saturday night into Sunday. Icing could be significant. Dangerous conditions expected. Bristol, Virginia, Tennessee. Tri-Cities area sees rain Saturday evening. Transition to mix or snow likely Saturday night into Sunday. Accumulations possible. Rainfall 1 to 2 inches before changeover. Winchester, Virginia. Northern Virginia sees rain Saturday evening. Heavy rain Saturday night. Possible transition to snow Sunday morning. Rainfall 1 to 3 inches before any changeover. Fredericksburg, Virginia. Between D.C. and Richmond sees rain Saturday evening. Heavy rain Saturday night. Possible transition to snow Sunday morning. Rainfall 1 to 2 inches. Hampton Roads, Virginia. Norfolk Newport News. Hampton area see rain Saturday evening into Sunday morning. Strong winds possible Sunday. Coastal flooding concern. Rainfall 2 to 4 inches. Annapolis, Maryland. Similar to Baltimore. Rain Saturday evening. Heavy rain Saturday night. Possible transition to snow Sunday morning. Rainfall 1 to 3 inches. Frederick, Maryland. Western Maryland sees rain Saturday evening. Transition to snow more likely than areas to the east. Sunday could bring accumulating snow. Rainfall 1 to 2 inches before changeover. Hagerstown, Maryland. Similar to Frederick, rain to snow transition Saturday night into Sunday. Accumulating snow likely Sunday. Ocean City, Maryland. Coastal Maryland sees rain Saturday evening through Sunday. Strong winds possible Sunday. Coastal flooding concern. Rainfall 1 to 3 inches. Dover, Delaware. Delaware sees rain Saturday evening. Heavy rain Saturday night. Possible transition to snow Sunday morning. Rainfall 1 to 3 inches. Wilmington, Delaware. Similar to Dover. Rain Saturday evening through Sunday morning. Possible snow mix Sunday morning. Rainfall 1 to 3 inches. Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Coastal Delaware sees rain Saturday evening through Sunday. Strong winds possible Sunday. Rainfall 1 to 3 inches. Atlantic City, New Jersey. Coastal New Jersey sees rain Saturday evening through Sunday. Strong winds likely Sunday. Coastal flooding concern. Rainfall 1 to 3 inches. Stays mostly rain. Camden, New Jersey. Across from Philadelphia sees rain Saturday evening. Heavy rain Saturday night. Possible transition to snow Sunday morning. Rainfall 1 to 3 inches. Paterson, New Jersey. Northern New Jersey sees rain Saturday evening. Heavy rain Saturday night. Possible transition to snow Sunday morning, especially inland. Rainfall 1 to 3 inches. Jersey City, New Jersey. Similar to New York City. Rain Saturday evening through Sunday. Possible transition to snow Sunday morning in northern areas. Rainfall 1 to 3 inches. Princeton, New Jersey. Central New Jersey sees rain Saturday evening. Possible transition to snow Sunday morning. Rainfall 1 to 3 inches. Long Island, New York. Nassau and Suffolk counties see rain Saturday evening through Sunday morning. Strong winds possible Sunday. Coastal flooding concern. Possible snow mix Sunday morning inland. Rainfall 1 to 3 inches. White Plains, New York. Northern suburbs see rain Saturday evening. Transition to snow more likely here than the city. Sunday could bring accumulating snow. Rainfall 1 to 2 inches before changeover. Poughkeepsie, New York. Hudson Valley sees rain Saturday evening. Transition to snow likely Saturday night into Sunday. Accumulating snow expected Sunday. Rainfall 1 to 2 inches before changeover. Newburgh, New York. Similar to Poughkeepsie, rain to snow transition Saturday night. Accumulating snow Sunday. Kingston, New York. Mid-Hudson Valley sees rain Saturday evening. Transition to snow Saturday night into Sunday. Several inches of snow possible Sunday. Utica, New York. Central New York sees rain Saturday evening. Transition to snow Saturday night. Sunday brings snow, potentially heavy. Lake effect could enhance totals Sunday night into Monday. Several inches expected. Elmira, New York. Southern Tier sees rain Saturday evening. Transition to snow likely Saturday night into Sunday. Accumulating snow expected. Ithaca, New York. Finger Lakes region sees rain Saturday evening. Transition to snow Saturday night. Accumulating snow Sunday. Several inches possible. Watertown, New York. North Country near Lake Ontario sees rain Saturday evening. Transition to snow Saturday night. Lake effect enhancement possible Sunday night into Monday. Significant accumulations possible. Plattsburgh, New York. Far northern New York near Lake Champlain sees rain Saturday evening. Transition to snow Saturday night into Sunday. Accumulating snow expected. Glens Falls, New York. Adirondack foothills see rain Saturday evening. Transition to snow Saturday night. Mountains could see significant snow Sunday. Valley locations see less, but still several inches possible. Saratoga Springs, New York, similar to Albany. Rain Saturday evening, transition to snow Sunday morning. Accumulating snow likely. Schenectady, New York, part of the capital region sees rain Saturday evening. Transition to snow Sunday morning. Accumulating snow likely. Troy, New York, similar to Albany and Schenectady. Rain to snow transition Sunday morning. Accumulations expected. Danbury, Connecticut. Western Connecticut sees rain Saturday evening. Transition to snow Sunday morning. Accumulating snow likely. Several inches possible. Waterbury, Connecticut. Central Connecticut sees rain Saturday evening. Transition to snow Sunday morning likely. Accumulations expected. New Britain, Connecticut. Similar to Hartford. Rain Saturday evening. Transition to snow Sunday morning. Several inches possible. Norwich, Connecticut. Eastern Connecticut sees rain Saturday evening. Transition to snow Sunday morning. Accumulating snow likely. Stamford, Connecticut. Southwestern Connecticut coastal area sees rain Saturday evening through Sunday. Possible transition to snow Sunday morning, but coastal areas might stay rain longer. Rainfall 1 to 3 inches. New London, Connecticut. Coastal Connecticut sees rain Saturday evening through Sunday morning. Possible transition to snow Sunday, but coastal influence keeps amounts lower than inland. Rainfall 1 to 3 inches. Warwick, Rhode Island. Similar to Providence. Rain Saturday evening. Possible transition to snow Sunday morning. If changeover occurs, heavy wet snow possible. Rainfall 1 to 3 inches before potential changeover. Newport, Rhode Island. Coastal Rhode Island sees mostly rain. Rain Saturday evening through Sunday morning. Strong winds possible Sunday. Coastal flooding concern. Rainfall 1 to 3 inches. Cranston, Rhode Island. Part of Providence Metro sees rain Saturday evening. Transition to snow Sunday morning possible. Accumulating snow likely if changeover occurs. Pawtucket, Rhode Island. Northern Rhode Island sees rain Saturday evening. Transition to snow Sunday morning. Accumulations likely. Lowell, Massachusetts. Northern Boston suburbs see rain Saturday evening. Transition to snow Sunday morning likely. Accumulating snow expected could be significant. Cambridge, Massachusetts, across from Boston, sees rain Saturday evening through Sunday morning. Transition to snow possible Sunday morning. Amounts depend on exact timing of changeover. Quincy, Massachusetts, south of Boston, sees rain Saturday evening. Transition to snow possible Sunday morning. Coastal influence might keep amounts lower than inland areas. Brockton, Massachusetts, southeast of Boston, sees rain Saturday evening. Possible transition to snow Sunday morning. Accumulations possible, but less than areas further inland. Fall River, Massachusetts, southeast Massachusetts near Rhode Island border, sees mostly rain. Rain Saturday evening through Sunday morning. Possible snow mix Sunday, but amounts would be light. New Bedford, Massachusetts. South coastal Massachusetts sees mostly rain. Rain Saturday evening through Sunday morning. Stays mostly rain due to coastal influence. Plymouth, Massachusetts. South Shore sees rain Saturday evening. Possible transition to snow Sunday morning. Accumulations possible. Hyannis, Massachusetts. Cape Cod sees rain Saturday evening through Sunday morning. Stays rain. Strong winds possible Sunday. Coastal flooding concern. Rainfall 1 to 3 inches. Martha S. Vineyard, Nantucket. Islands see rain Saturday evening through Sunday. Strong winds and high seas. Coastal flooding concern. Stays rain. Rainfall 1 to 3 inches. Pittsfield, Massachusetts. Western Massachusetts Berkshires see rain Saturday evening. Transition to snow Saturday night into Sunday. Heavy snow possible in the mountains. 10 to 16 inches possible in higher elevations. Northampton, Massachusetts. Connecticut River Valley sees rain Saturday evening. Transition to snow Sunday morning. Accumulating snow expected. Several inches possible. Fitchburg, Massachusetts. North Central Massachusetts sees rain Saturday evening. Transition to snow Sunday morning. Accumulating snow likely. Could be significant. Gloucester, Massachusetts. North Shore coastal area sees rain Saturday evening through Sunday morning. Possible transition to snow Sunday, but coastal influence limits amounts. Strong winds possible Sunday. Salem, Massachusetts, similar to Gloucester. Rain Saturday evening through Sunday. Possible snow mix Sunday. Strong winds possible. Lynn, Massachusetts. North Shore sees rain Saturday evening. Possible transition to snow Sunday morning. Accumulations possible. Nashua, New Hampshire. Southern New Hampshire sees rain Saturday evening. Transition to snow Sunday morning likely. Accumulating snow expected. Several inches possible. Dover, New Hampshire. Seacoast area sees rain Saturday evening. Transition to snow Sunday morning. Accumulations expected but less than inland areas due to coastal influence. Rochester, New Hampshire. Similar to Dover. Rain to snow transitions Sunday morning. Accumulating snow expected. Laconia, New Hampshire. Lakes region sees rain Saturday evening. Transition to snow Sunday morning. Accumulating snow expected. Several inches possible. Keene, New Hampshire. Southwest New Hampshire sees rain Saturday evening. Transition to snow Sunday morning. Accumulating snow likely. Lebanon, New Hampshire. Upper Valley near Vermont border sees rain Saturday evening. Transition to snow Saturday night into Sunday. Accumulating snow expected. Mountains see higher amounts. North Conway, New Hampshire. Mount Washington Valley sees rain Saturday evening. Transition to snow Saturday night. White Mountains could see significant snow Sunday. 12 to 20 inches possible in higher elevations. Lewiston, Auburn, Maine. Southern Maine sees rain Saturday evening around 9 p.m. Transition to snow Sunday morning likely. Accumulating snow expected. Several inches possible. Brunswick, Maine. Mid-coast Maine sees rain Saturday evening. Transition to snow Sunday morning. Accumulations expected. Rockland, Maine. Mid-coast sees rain Saturday evening. Transition to snow Sunday morning. Accumulating snow likely. Waterville, Maine. Central Maine sees rain Saturday evening. Transition to snow Sunday morning. Accumulating snow expected. Caribou, Maine. Northern Maine sees rain Saturday evening. Transition to snow Saturday night into Sunday. Accumulating snow expected. Presque Isle, Maine. Similar to Caribou. Rain to snow transition Saturday night. Accumulations expected. Bar Harbor, Maine. Coastal Down East Maine sees rain Saturday evening. Transition to snow Sunday morning. Accumulations possible but less than inland areas. Ellsworth, Maine. Similar to Bar Harbor. Rain to snow transition Sunday morning. Accumulating snow possible. And with that, we've covered well over 100 cities across America. From Brownsville, Texas to Caribou, Maine. From San Diego, California to Bar Harbor, Maine. This is the most comprehensive city-by-city forecast you are going to find anywhere. Remember, these forecasts will be updated daily as we get closer to the event. What I've given you today is the best information available as of Monday, February 9th, 2026. By Wednesday, some details will change. By Friday, we'll have much higher confidence. But the overall pattern is clear. A significant weather event is coming this weekend. Multiple hazards, multiple impacts. Over 120 million Americans affected in some way. Prepare now. Don T. Wait. Check back daily for updates. Comment your location below and I'll respond with your specific forecast. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next video.